Hold up, wait, turns out we were muted. So what's up, y'all? Glad to have you here. Let me know who's in the comments already. So had a little bit of time this morning in between dialing, and I got to go meet a buddy later in Lancaster. We're going to talk some business, social media stuff, some multifamily stuff. But that's not till this afternoon. So figure why not before our implementation call. Hello there, Danny. There's number one on the beard. So what's up, Mike? Um, yeah, so Danny bet the over under on how many beard comments. So I'm guessing, if I had to guess, you took the over. So I see what you're doing there. Also, what's up, Michael? Dude, I just shaved my hair again. So the funny thing about having a cosmetologist slash instructor fiance is you just don't get haircuts. So you go buy one of them things that you use in the shower. And just shave it. 16 more, Danny. I totally agree. Shay, what's up? Hey, where are you at? Let me know where are you at. Michael, I forget too where you are. I know Danny's DFW, which, by the way, you need Dispo and DFW. Hit up Danny Force, realtor there. He can help you in any ways. Can vouch for that. But oh, geez, no wonder, Danny, we relate so much. That's rough. That's rough being with a hairdresser. Let's go, Charlotte. See, I knew that. I knew because my buddy's in Charlotte, and also Shay. I knew Columbus, so sorry. And Nick, 10:10. It is 10:10 where I am, Eastern time, baby. So yeah, someone drop a comment here, else I'm about to start freeballing on this whole wholesaling shindig. So since I don't got one yet, let's just go with, I guess, what's wholesaling? I get this so much, especially, I'm live on Facebook now. So a lot of my people here around Chillicothe, people I went to school with, always, asking about wholesaling. So the concept's very simple. Someone fills out a form, a seller needs to sell their house. I get contract A. I find a buyer who wants to buy said house, don't have time or resources to find it, and I get contract B with them. So contract A with the seller, contract B with a buyer, and then the middle is where we make the difference. So that's wholesaling at the basis, very simple. What would I focus on if I were starting over in today's market? So I'll just say I'm never an expert on markets. Like, I just always assume it's bad, and that's what I tell a lot of people. This is the worst market we've seen in a while, and I mean, usually that's a pretty good statement to stick behind. So, but what I would focus on is just being nationwide. I mean, that's what I do. It's scary. You're like, how am I going to comp all these places like Texas, Idaho, North Dakota? Like, I mean, we just do our best. Once you do more and more, you become more comfortable, and then you can start realizing the comparisons in markets. So like, to me, Ohio, Indiana, North Carolina, like, for the most general, like, I look at them as the same type of markets, rent rates, 1.5%, 2% rentals. Same thing like Toledo and Dayton. As soon as I hear that, I'm just thinking like, this house is worth $10,000. So it's just getting to know markets. But I just say, cast a bigger net, like RJ says, throw a bigger net, learn skills, start off with just cash. But then as you get going, develop more skills. You close some cash deals, then you maybe start learning a little bit more exit strategies. And I'm not talking get like overwhelmed and doing every sub two and every wrap and option and reverse mortgage, but it'd be nice to have a simple seller finance understanding or a novation understanding, just learning about these things so that nationwide isn't as scary, because now you have different options. Like you say there, you have different solutions, and yes, list it worst case. And a lot of the times I refer people to realtors all the time, And like Danny and Mike and like all these people are in these rooms with me, in these private rooms, they can vouch for it. I'm like, I'm quick to it. Your best bet's a realtor. You're not in a rush, right? No, you're not in like any crisis. Like, why are we talking? And if there is no reason, I'm sending them to a realtor every time. So DFW, I got Danny, South Carolina, Tori. I think he's a realtor. If not, he has them. But yeah, I would just say cast a wide net. Don't overthink things. To me, the market's always bad. So just buy deep and just keep putting in reps. Michael, uncovering motivation. Yeah, this is like a whole 10-hour video on itself, ain't it? So yeah, uncovering motivation obviously is like what gets us deals here. I mean, numbers are just numbers in black and white. There's no emotion there. There's no like urgency. Like numbers are just numbers. I mean, just like when I go buy a car at the dealership, it's like, okay, there's a sticker price. I mean, cool. That it just is what it is. I'm not paying it. It's like it is what it is. But when you get to the motivation, that's when it just becomes about solving problems. And like I say, if you just solve problems, bring value, and like actually care about the seller and helping them, then you need the motivation. Because like, how can I help you if I don't know what you need? Like, why are you even talking to me to sell for a discount potentially? Like, because as I said a minute ago, if there is no reason, then I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. Like, I can give you a referral, but that's why it's so important. We got to place them in their seller buckets. Like right price, right price, then you got wrong price, and then highly motivated, non-motivated. So you got 4 seller buckets. And we need to know them, because how long do we want to spend on conversations? And I say it a lot where I see people that'll spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes on a call that like 2 minutes in, I would have probably killed. And then maybe some people would have been like, oh, you killed it too quick. What's the motivation? Well, I don't know. Maybe I did kill it, but like I've done enough deals now and wasted enough time now to where I guess it's like a sense, a second sense. Or if they're just a stubborn person up front, like, okay, it could be a killer deal, but this dude just fought me for 4 minutes straight. Like I just stood my ground, he stood his. We're just 2 big egos. It's not going to work. So like, I need to know that up front. Because like y'all know, time's my most important commodity. So you get into the motivation though by just basically compounding questions. So like RJ always says, open-ended questions, and this would blow my mind back then. I'm like, how do I come up with 10 questions? How do I come up with 15 questions? Like, and this is the big question that everybody has, is how do we come up with questions? And so I found that like the way to think of it is, don't think I have to come up with all these new questions. It's literally just a follow-up to the same one. So say we have our main question, we're going to have like sub questions of that. So like, what's got you looking to sell? Okay. Yeah, I need to move across country to see my daughters. Okay. Where are you moving? So like, I'm still on the moving question. Where are you moving? California. Oh, dang, that's awful far. How you plan on getting back and forth? Still there, still on the, hey, you got to travel. And I'm basically trying to bring to the forefront of her mind all the headache that's with it. So like, oh, how are you going to do that? How's that going to affect your schedule? Like, do you work? Do you have appointments? Like going back and forth from Ohio to California, how manageable is that? How much is it going to cost? And so, it started with the main one, and then just, what's that look like? How are you going to do it? How much does that cost? And you see each of them's like 3-4 words too. So don't sit there and be like, oh, they said I got to move across the country, so now I need to think of like a whole other topic and go from there. Like, that's where we mess up, because you want to stay on that topic. And then as you just ask those, short little questions, it's just going to compound and compound and go and go. And you can almost never run out. Like RJ said yesterday to someone, their, I guess, goal this week should be to not say a single statement on a call. And like that might sound like crazy, but once you think about it, you can. I mean, what do you mean? Like, oh, I don't understand that, or can you clarify that more? Or I might have misunderstood you there. Hey, I missed that. Can you reword that? I don't know if I'm following. Like that was 10 questions right there. Were they all similar? Yeah, kind of. But like, if you just say each of those, say one, let them talk. And I like to think of like them open-ended questions as like in my pocket. So I always just like to have some, this one's about to make me, I'm joking, but get a divorce is just, what do you mean? And my son, my 4-year-old son is saying it so much now that my fiance is so mad. Like literally, we just say something, he's like, what do you mean? And I just say it. And so that, I guess, is becoming a machine and just living it, doing it, to where now it's part of my life. But yeah, I could go on about this forever, Mike. So I appreciate that, but we'll have to do a whole other video on that. Shay offers all solutions cash creative list. Yeah, I love it. And then just knowing, I always tell them I'm like a consultant. So I got 5 different ways or so I can help. What's important to you? Again, motivation. Like, oh, okay, you're not in a rush and you don't need this money. So like, well, cash isn't your best. Let's just move on from that then. You don't need cash. Do you want to list it with an agent? Like, have you thought about that? Well, yeah, I have, but I don't want to deal with the agent and I don't want the headache and I don't want to keep it show ready. Okay, well, like, do you want to do something in the middle? And then I go into novation. No, I don't want to do that either. I don't want it listed. Okay, well then like, you're going towards the lower end now. Then you want to do cash. Can we get creative? You got a loan? No, but it's just narrowing down, what's important, what's motivating you, like what do you need? Because like I said, it's just numbers on paper and there's no attachment to that. What's a number? I mean, people's like, oh yeah, money, it's the most important, or I got a comp. Like, I get it, but I promise it's not near as important as you think. And the number, a lot of times the seller isn't what's getting you these deals, because I've got deals with lower offers than some of y'all have. And it's just by learning what's the motivation, what do they need, how can I be a solution? Because, for example, because I know you're thinking, how's that true? How could that be? Well, let's say this lady, and I'm a very exaggerative person just to get my points across, but say this lady, she needs $100,000 and I'm digging in why, well, I need to get to California and I found this truck and it's white and it's an F-150 and it's awesome and it's my favorite and it's 100,000. Well, what if I have that same truck and I'll give it to her and it only cost me 50? So like, it's not always the money. I got her truck. I basically arbitraged my truck and just made another 50K spread in there. I hope that makes sense, but it's not always the money. The numbers are just numbers. I mean, it is what it is, but I think it's great that you have all them. Danny, yep, quick on the phones to uncover motivation. If none, move on. So yeah, I mean, if it's not real quick, hey, what are you looking to get? And here's something too. I always say start comping while you're on the phone, not before you're on the phone, not pre-comp, not 3 hours before pre-comping. I'm talking lead comes in, dial, it's starting to ring. Okay, Zillow, prop stream, I'm looking, it's ringing. As long as I can get like 3 dials, 3-4 dial tones, I pretty much have a good idea of my ARV. And I'm going to do some videos on that, screen shares, because everyone overthinks it. And every time I show someone like, hey, look, just do this, they're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know you could do that. And it's because we get caught up in the numbers to where we're like, oh, we have to say it's $127,640. Like, no, by that fourth ring, if I have okay, my ARV is between 150 and 180, that's a win. So at that point, when they answer, I'm basically done comping at least for a while. So I know in my head we're 150 to 180. Okay, what's up, Mr. Seller? What are you looking to get? Uh, 210. Well, to me right now, first off, well, that's wrong price. Okay, what you got going on? I'm not just looking to sell. Looking, what can you offer me? First instantly to me, no motivation. So, okay, awesome. So you're asking 210. How'd you come up with that? It's just what I want. Okay, is there a reason you ain't listed it? No, I thought about it. All right, well, like, why are we talking? Do you need something? Am I missing something? Like, why are you selling? And so you can see by this point, I'm like 40 seconds in. I'm straight to it. And if he don't give me something, I'm done with it. I mean, you're not motivated. There's nothing. Hang up. See ya. I think you should list it with a realtor. Next one. If I have a realtor in the area, I refer them to them. If not, hey, just go list it. And when you say that, this is embracing being the buyer. If they run back and come back like, oh well, I don't want to list it. I mean, yeah, I do want to sell, but I'm just not sure. I just said 210 because Terry told me that. But yeah, I'm looking to sell. Well, sweet. Now they just came back running. And like now I'm sitting there. I mean, we're golden. We're licking our lips and just we're about to be chilling. So that's why I say don't pre-comp, but get them right there. So instantly, you know the bucket they're in. Shay, how'd you stay consistent when the work felt boring and deals were slow? Yeah, network, getting rooms with people, Zooms, Discords. That's how you do it. I just went through a slow work phase a couple months ago. Had some family stuff / I still have some family stuff going on. My grandma had passed. Just a lot of stuff was happening. And so I felt like I was in these walls of my house, like dark, just no motivation. I come here, sit in the chair and like, dang it, dude, like I need to call, but then we start doing busy work of like, let me do my CRM and let me make a pretty spreadsheet and let me do some Zapiers and let me put together some LOIs because we're just not in the mindset and it's so real, like so real. I recommend get some lights. Like I just have one little baby light on now. Like I open the blinds, I get some lights on, keep my mood up, keep rocking, keep the energy. And then when I get down, like, I have a call where the seller's super emotional or they just tell me kick rocks, try to punch me in the mouth. And like, I mean, I give it back and some of them calls are comedy, but I mean, after those calls, I take a break, go outside, walk. Not now because it's 10 degrees and probably 4 inches of snow now. But in the summer, I work outside. I just got a little patio table, like we all grew up with, hitting lightning bugs and had our toes up on little black things. I got one of them with a huge umbrella that has like 3, and then I just sit out there and work like a daggone snake just out there soaking up the sun. And I'm telling you, that gets me fired up. But now being in this Discord and I get in here and see people, I got 10 people dialing, smiling. Danny and I and Caesar, we're about to we kind of already started it, but I want to get more a format and something to it. But getting on there with Danny, him giving me free leads, him comping them, I just call, try to lock them up. They're in DFW, so we know if Caesar or I lock them up, Danny's already sold them. So it's a game of like, let's call, not comp, talk through the chat, just get motivation, see how quick we can dispo them. So keeping things fun, challenging yourself, but just, keep some pep in your step, keep moving, but definitely get in some of these rooms and just see people working. What's up, JT? What's up, Tyler? What's your average deal flow per month? What was that breaking point? Inconsistent to consistent. So right now, I probably like 3 to 5 a month. I don't really want to go above 5. Just I don't know. I say that, but now stuff's just happened, and I've been grinding. I just disposed my own deal. Like, who knows? I'm about to. I don't know. I don't know. I need to stay focused, but I want to do all kinds of stuff right now. But landing that 3 to 5 deals a month closed. I've got 2. One's closed already. One's about to close. Hopefully next Friday, and then I have a couple like limbo, may close this month, may not close this month. So 3 to 5. The goal I have, which is about the 5, I guess, and just keeping bigger spreads on them. So I'm not chasing 5K deals. I'm not doing that. Will I make that a lot? Yes, of course. Am I happy? Yes, I'm ecstatic. But my calculator never reflects 5K. As we know, sellers don't know the rehab sometimes. Sometimes they may just be little fibbers, just silly gooses. But that happens a lot. So that brings me to another point of just build in, conservative on ARV. If you're like earlier, it's 150 to 180, put 150. Rehab's 15 to 20, put 25. Don't put your fee at 5, put it at 15. Even if you're new, put 10. Mine's 20. I'm sure other people put more. Like I said, if you're just conservative here, 10K, here 10K, and here 10K, you just build in 30K of not even necessarily profit, but just like, when something goes wrong, cushion. But what do I do to be more consistent is kind of the same thing. Just be around the same people, dial, and just realize like this is still a business. Like there's not a day usually where on the week I don't come sit here, work, and call. Whether it's I make 5 calls, but I have a lot of TC stuff to do, or like realtor disclosures, or whatever it may be, JV packets, or just special projects we got going on, running implementation, whatever it may be. But just realizing that no matter what, like the only way that the business works is right here. And this is what scares everybody, and it blows my mind. But just knowing you have to use this, or else none of the other stuff matters. None of the other spreadsheets matter. None of TU matters. None of I don't matter. Like as a network, your leads don't matter. Investor lift ain't going to save you. Nothing's going to work if you don't pick up the phone. So just show up every day, even if you make 10 dials. Like just don't let yourself take a day off, like at least during the week. Trent, thanks for putting this upon joining Titanium. How long would you say it would take to get a first deal? Get a good income, considering moving from insurance industry, but not sure how long it takes. Sorry if you already said this. No, you're good. What's up, Trent? Welcome to TU. DM me and let's meet sometime, see how I can help you on Facebook. But how long would it take to get a deal? So this is obviously very, it's going to depend, but you could technically get a deal on day one. And if it's a banger and a cash buyer floats down the road and he's looking, be funded in 2 weeks. What's really probably going to happen? Like 6 months. 3 months. Just think 6 in your head before you get paid. Just being honest. I'm going to be the most transparent. I am the most transparent, straightforward person about wholesale. Like it's not a get rich quick. It's not a really even get rich medium jog quick. Like it takes a while. And remember, most businesses like fail in 2 years or something, or aren't profitable for 2 or 5, or someone knows. But so this isn't a guaranteed thing. As I mentioned, it's still a business. There's still P&Ls. There's still you still got to figure stuff out. But I would say just do if you do the TU stuff and do it the right way, and you actually show up and you actually make dials and you're actually in Discord, submit at least a couple call reviews, couple comp reviews. If you do all that, I'd feel very confident in saying you'll get paid in 60 days. If you do that, jump in Dispo Desk, reach out to Nico, reach out to Danielle, reach out to Joey Durtre, reach out to everybody, Maximilian, and just make relationships. Hey, what's up? Where are your buyers looking? And then go target that. I'm not a huge fan of reverse wholesaling, but when you're in TU, I honestly don't think it's reverse wholesaling. I think it's just called smart. Like Danny has not, people just have people to buy. So why wouldn't I get a deal there? Good income. So this also comes back to the consistent thing and just working. There's still, dude, I had a month I don't make $1 sometimes, like where I just, my grandma had passed and I had all this stuff going on. I barely dialed for like 6 weeks, maybe at least 4. So I had a lag time there of 30 days. So, but as long as it's math. So the budget builder, it's crazy this came up. Shout out Cassie. But the budget builder, it basically says, here's how much a lead costs. Here's how many leads that I need to get a contract. And then let's say I close 70% of those contracts get funded because title issues, heirs, we can't find heirs, liens, mortgages, properties in a lot worse condition, whatever it may be. But a lead costs $30, and let's just say it's 10 leads to get a contract. So you got $300 to get a lead. And then, you close 70% of them. So, how many deals do you want to close a week? You want to close 1 a week? Okay, well then you need to times that by 4 for your monthly spend. And then just, subtract your expenses. And then if you're doing JVs, go ahead and do your splits. So like if I do a 70-30, here's what I make. If I do a 60-40, here's what I make. If I do a 50-50, because that may open up another lens to y'all too of the difference and who you want to JV with. But so just stay consistent. Like I said, if you do those things, I think you're consistently closing deals within 3 months, like funded consistently. So yeah, great question. Yeah, you have 4-year-old. Great. Yeah, awesome. 4-year-old over here. Got a 12-year-old over here. They both just fight. And if you're on enough calls with me, you'll see bouncing in here, shooting basketball, swanton bomb, RVD off here, jumping in my ear, bouncing off the head. And I'm trying to just like close deals. And they just like, well, 12-year-old's good, but my 4-year-old could care less. Patrick, what's up, baby? Well, that has to be Patrick, right? You got a question, drop it, baby. Peace and blessings, bro. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see, Danny. What conditioner do I use to make it so glorious? Dude, I don't even know. Like, it's funny y'all talk about that and say that because I'm the most throw it together, wake up, just I don't care. That's why I don't have hair. I don't want to worry about it. That's why I wear the same 5 shirts because I don't want to worry about it. And so I didn't go all eloquent out and mine this in the Himalayas with Nick while, hanging out with monkeys. Like I just ordered this off Amazon. I'll find it. It's probably $20. I need to tell RJ I'll find it because he needs to work on it. So I do need to remind me, I'll get that link over to him. That way he can work on filling his beard in, JT, are you guys doing a seller live with Caesar and Danny today? Yeah, bro. Oh, crap. No, I can't. I maybe can. You never know. But I'm supposed to head to Lancaster at I don't know. Yeah, we're doing it. Danny, if you're still on here after this, if you're available, implementation's at 11, but I need to start dialing. I got to leave around 2:30 So I have a few hours in here, but if not, JT, it will be soon. PP Province, what's up? P Patrick, what's your streaming setup? I'm starting to record calls, make content. I'm lost. How to hear myself and sellers. So I use StreamYard. The way for people, if you're using that to hear sellers, would be you have to share a tab on StreamYard, not the whole screen, a tab, and then there's a button that says share audio. So if you're on your computer, do that. What I do is I use my phone. So I get you all set up over here. And then, so I use RE Simply for a CRM. So I just come in here, bang, bang, leads, go in, call them, and then I'll just set it right here on speaker. So that's the easiest way. I know others that like doing magic and stuff for some reason, like Caesar and Danny. They'll put in an AirPod here that connects to like me and another one here that connects to Discord, and then like they got something work. I don't know. Easiest way, just put your phone on speaker, set it there. That works the best for me. But also use Loom if you need it. If you don't have StreamYard, Loom, LOOM, it's just an extension, super simple. Shay, appreciate it, brother. I do it all solo. Take your advice and get Discord. There's indoor tracks to walk, or even going to the library and work. Yeah. No, yeah, 1,000,000% agree. Yeah, if you want to jump on calls, DM me. Let's do it. Really, what I'm going to start doing, though, is y'all that want to go make calls with me, I think the rule is going to be like we have to be live unless, like, if we're in Discord for TU. But I need to be going live more. So, yeah. Let's see. JT makes sense. All right, sweet. Appreciate it, dude. Jason fails and tries again. 4426. I wonder who that is. Is that Jason Strickland? Is that Bobby Frost Jr.? Is that Edgar Allan? It's all of the above. So many of us are stretched thin. I'm going to guess this was done via Whisper, and that's how this came. But I'm going to translate for y'all. Jasonisms. This is just, I got y'all, don't worry. So many of us are stretched thin on time because our jobs and our businesses, the family, dogs. Geesh, where do we begin? I know he didn't mean dogs, but how have you made your family a part of your biz so far? How do you plan on making them, I'm guessing, a part moving forward? So yeah, I was real bad at this, then I was real good, then I was real bad, and now I'm decent. So like, set time blocks. I call them task blocks. So like, get your day set up, be transparent with your day. I share a calendar with Riley of, so like today she knows I have implement. She don't know about this live, which is fine. Like she's at work, but I try to let her know I got meetings here. So she knows what's going on. But then trying to be mindful and respective of the family. Like last night, dude, I'm so itchy, so hungry, so grinding this year that like, I mean, 9 o'clock, I'm coming in to like, I actually went back through old YouTube videos just to make some thumbnails to put them on, just because like I want to do something, but I can't call sellers. I guess I could have called West Coast, but I mean, set time blocks, be transparent with your family, set the standard. Like hey, here's how our bills get paid. Like, you know, here's how we do what we do. And I just have to tell them, like my sons, they do know, you know, hey, when dad's serious and I say like, get out, something serious is going on, like we need to get out. So setting just expectations, you know, boundaries. But also, I mean, I talk to him about it. Like Riley usually knows the deals I got going on. She knows the seller's name. She knows the situation. I just talk about it a lot, do it a lot. Baylor, my youngest, he encourages the business. Like Jason tried to call me one day. I was half busy. We were doing something. And I was like, oh, I'll call him back. Baylor's like, no, dude, answer it. He's like, you talk, Jason. Like, it's cool. I'll jump on trampoline. So yeah, integrating them into it, making them understand it, and then really just this content stuff, bros, helped me so much because like he does some recording of me. He thinks it's awesome to make some videos, and so like Jerry Norton, stay tuned, maybe. What do you think? Him and his family. He's got this farm. He's going out there. Like that is awesome, bro. That is so awesome. So, yeah. Hopefully that helped. Okay. How do you make them a bigger part of your biz and life moving forward? So, yeah. Actually, I want to get Riley a lot more involved at some point. So, like, I mean, the goal is and like her get rid of the hair stuff. Quit teaching, quit doing it. But like we've talked about that for 2 years now, and it's probably just not going to happen. She's always going to do that at some capacity. But I would like for her to be involved some way in my business more, whether it's, I mean, I don't think it's social media. I don't think it's anything that involves one single number. She's not a math number person. So I'm not sure what it looks like yet, Jason, and I'll be glad to talk with you about it because I know you'll have some insights. But I mean, my business is called Osborne Family Estates. So there are bigger plans at some point. What are they? Who knows? I mean, I'm fly by night, but I know where we're headed. I know the end goal. I have zero clue how we're going to get there. So that's why we record it. So hope that answered that. What's up, Tori? If y'all get deals in South Carolina, you need help moving them, hit up Tori. Don't matter the regulations. He's the guy. He can get it done. He's moving deals in 24 hours, probably less on some of them. But yeah, hit up my guy. Patrick, if you have sales experience and work ethic, you can do it in 30 days. I know multiple teenagers have done assignment. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you know how to talk to people, you're transparent, you have morals, you want to be a solution-based person. It's not about the money. It's about actually helping. Yes, dude, 30 days. I totally agree. D Money, I'll be around. We're hiring acquisitions people today, and I'll be on Zooms. Knock out these Ohio ones I sent you. We can do DFW early next week. There you have it, Patrick. Also, Max A Million Deer and I will be going live soon sometime. We actually just shot a video, baby. Y'all are going to love it. So a lot of y'all heard of it, but it's the one that was in Dallas. It had 4 heirs. One's in prison. One was squatting. Max had to go. We did cash for keys like multiple times. Max drove a U-Haul, got this thing. I mean, dude, IRS liens. By the time they came back, the lien got bigger, so they had to redo it. And then the lien got, dude. Oh, we're doing it. Oh, and it was a hefty fee. So make sure y'all around for that one. But sweet Danny, yeah, I'll get them. Patrick, so you call from your computer, record on? No, because I can't call and record. So I call from my phone and record from my computer. That's how I do it. Or like I have an actual little camera I use too over here, not right now, but like I'll record on that. But I used to dial from my computer, not anymore, just because I always have like a Zoom up or a Discord up. There's always something on my computer. So it's just easier for me to dial speakerphone from this bad boy. Let's see. Or call from, call from phone. Yeah. Do I need a dialer? No, I've used the same number for like a year. I mean, as long as you get you a number, and people were like, do you need a different, zip code for each state, for each area? Do people ask you like, oh, you're in Ohio, what's up? Like, no. I mean, I got one number. I call everyone in the world from it. I love objections. So here's how you handle it. If they're like, oh, you're in Ohio, what's up? Why are you calling here? Like, oh yeah, dude, it's just me. I'm nationwide. I buy nationwide. I'm a joke guy. So I always throw in jokes to build rapport, but like, yeah, I'm in Ohio. It's just me. I'm not some big, agency or nothing, but I buy nationwide. Now, obviously I don't buy like North Dakota, Idaho, Wyoming, but other than that, I buy nationwide. And as long as you say it with conviction, with confidence, they're like, oh, okay. Like it don't matter. Or Caesar, he says, yeah, I do invest there. I usually partner up with some people. That way I have boots on the ground, someone to keep an eye on it. So either way, I mean, yeah, just own it, whatever it is. And whenever y'all think this is an objection, please just think, how can I make this benefit me? So like, oh, you out of state? Like you some big, what's up? No, dude, it's just me. I'm in the middle of the woods in Ohio. It's me and my family, and we just buy. Like I'm not some big, if you want to deal with some big brokerage firm, like that's not me. I'm just some dude. And dude, I mean, you're not going to get another objection. You want a busy man or a broke one? No doubt. G-Many, I hope Riley's on here. Because, I mean, so I've caught myself where it is too late, but like I utilize my time. So not right now very much as far as making dials, but like I want to help y'all. I get more from helping you guys almost than I do. Like obviously I need money, but I internally get more helping y'all than I do receiving money. But I get the most from helping sellers. Like there's nothing better than someone's in a foreclosure and they're losing everything and all of this, and you get them out of it, save the credit, get some money in their pocket, find a rental, get their stuff in storage. Like, dude, that's sick. I love it. So let's see. Depends on the amount of leads, in my opinion. Dialer always makes it easier. You can hand dial 100 leads a day. Yeah. I mean, I don't do dialers. I mean, I could see if you're like still stuck and doing the, pull list, you want to do that, I could see. But PPL, I keep my queue so small, like that way I can like effectively hit them all. And that's why my KPIs are good, and why I have good connection rates, and why like a lot of things. So if you're considering using a dialer because you have too many leads, I consider just start killing them. Like call them dead or locked up, dead or locked up. Quit this in between. I might make $1.50 in 10 months. Like not dead later. Say, how do you create your content, reels, posts, etc., in a way that shows the work? In a way that shows the work. So, well, I think I understand kind of what you're saying, but I mean, I just record everything. So like I record live seller calls. I record, so the content is your daily lives. You already are the content. You don't make content, you record content. So like it's already happening right now. This is my content. You will see shorts from this live. We'll probably already have 100 shorts off of what we've talked about, at least 50. So just recording yourself. So grabbing shorts from these, setting a camera over here while I'm calling. That way I have a different view. I am talking to people on the phones and just hitting record. I am doing one-on-ones and I'm just hitting record. And that's all it is. As long as you're putting in work, calling people in the business active, just hit record. Don't go try to make content. Now, I do make funny content. So like the one where I take off sprinting and do a head first dive with the sunglasses. And the funniest thing about that video is Riley commented and was like, so is this what you do? Like when I'm at work? And I'm kind of like, I mean, sometimes I guess, but so just record what you're doing. Don't think about content. Now, if you're going to do some awesome long form, hey, here's a deal, like kind of plan it. But 99.7% of my everything is just straight raw off the top. The only thing I might plan is like a thumbnail, and usually that's just throw something together. What dialer would you recommend? I don't even want to answer that. Like, I don't even know. Hopefully someone answered it because I don't know. I want to get on live call soon, even if we don't stream it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, even if we don't, I mean, we can stream, we can do whatever. DM me though, always down to do something. Now, if it's like just being transparent, if it's like I got 10 people in a room to call with and I can help, and then it's just like, hey, I got one person here, usually I'm going to just prioritize the 10. I mean, obviously feed the people. So yeah, but dude, I'm always down for anyone. Let's do some deals together. Do your research. Yep. Tyler, D Money, and Yale Ellsworth. Right there's Dispo as well. Let's see. I just seen your comment below. She does Dispo as well. Actually, her and Patrick were partners at one point, and her and I were also partners at one point. So I I just said do the best JV handoffs. I'm actually still working on them, so I've had a couple slack lately, simply because there's not enough info. There's nothing to them. It's like, hey, I got a tear down in Idaho with 6 acres, and acres are selling for 10 grand, and I have this for 10 grand. That's all I can tell you. We're where end buyers buy. Actives are higher than us. It looks good. There's nothing more I can tell you. It's tear down. But yeah, I do try to have the best handoffs. That's a gem you should expand on. What one? The gray area, qualify the lead is dead, make an offer, get follow-ups. Yeah, I mean, so me, if I'm not making money on it in the next 30 days, you're dead. Unless it's like, hey, call me, and I mean, pretty much. If I'm not making money in 30 days, it's dead. Every once in a while, there'll be a drip, and it's like very ever so little. But to me, it's like, especially if you have too many leads, go through them, kill them, lock them up, kill them. Don't quit playing if you're not going to make money in 30 days, just get rid of them. You don't have to have 10 million leads on drips. You're wasting money. You're wasting dollars. You're getting spam numbers. I mean, let me tell you, actually, let me tell you my pipeline right now as we sit. I have 32 leads, and 9 are under contract. 4 contracts are out. 4 offers are out. So what, I don't know, 15, 20 under contract, or should be hopefully contract soon. So I got, let's see, 4, 12. I got 12 leads, and then I got 4 new leads, and that's how I love it. Like that's how it should be. So now I'm going to come in, I'm hammering these. So I'm calling them twice, voicemail, text. By the time I get around, get through the 20 or whatever it is, do it again. And during this time, I'll have my property leads or speed to lead or lead Zolo on. And, as they're coming in new, I'm hitting them like instantly. If I get 3 in a row real quick, I'm on a call, I'm pausing them. That way, in case I have 3 20-minute conversations, because my pickup rate is super mega high, because I'm sitting here. I got only 10 leads to call. So as they come in new, bang, bang, I'm hammering them. I mean, sometimes they're like, I didn't even hit finish yet. I'm like, perfect. I did my job. So don't fool yourself. Don't think I might make $10 in a bag of Jolly Ranchers in a year and a half from this guy. Like, no, dude. Refer to a realtor. Keep my number. If you got something, if you change, hit me up. Hit some PPL before I end. No, I literally gotta go. It's 10:58. I'm gonna jump on it. Probably implementation. We've been live for 49 minutes. This is awesome. I see there's like 17 of us. Everybody tell me where you're at. I'm curious. So I know some of these people, like I know Danielle, Patrick, a lot of them. But anyone else, where y'all are? Y'all like my friends on Facebook? Is this like y'all in Pakistan? Y'all in like what we got going on here? Danielle, you silly goober, I know where you're at. Callie, yeah, KC, Cameron, what's up, baby? Cameron, let's go live, dude. Not right now. I got stuff to do. But let's go live for sure. Me and you. Let's see. Tomorrow, bang, locked in. Me and Cameron, hit me up for someone. Go live with me tomorrow. I got a basketball game in the evening, but let's go live sometime around 9 or 10 to 2 Eastern. If anyone's down for it, hit me up. But I appreciate y'all coming. Wait, we got some more stuff here. This is where I need the most practice. I'm doing my own lead gen. Oh, I hate that. Dang, own lead gen as lead manager. It's all rapport discovery. Yeah, dude, rapport, credibility. If you can explain to them, show them, tell them, I'm the best fit. I'll get it done. I get deals closed. Like, I'm not like all these other little goobers, these silly fish. Like, I'm going to get deals done. I do hundreds of deals. I got thousands of networks. I got systems. I got XYZ. I get stuff done. And like Cesar and whatever that thing is, I don't get paid unless you get paid, baby. So it is what it is. JT, thanks. In NYC, we got Danielle from Withworth Properties. in Cali. We got Patrick in KC. By the way, also like the reason I ask this a lot is so if y'all get deals now, maybe in Kansas City, like maybe you just know, hey, Patrick's got it. You know, Danielle Dispose Nationwide. You get a deal anywhere. Her name's Danielle Ellsworth, Facebook. Cameron's probably got people. Let's see, Cameron. All right, we're going live tomorrow. Me and Cameron. He's a closer too, I hear. I haven't heard a lot of his calls, but I'm all here for it. I see he's got deals going on. He's closing them, so that'll be cool. And Chris in Detroit, baby. So, all right, I'm jumping off here. Implementation, making seller calls, heading to meet my buddy Brian Kraft in Lancaster, go over some social media planning, some wholesaling strategy, and buying some huge, big, multi-million-dollar multi this year, baby. If you're looking to invest with us, hit me up. Private money, I mean, whatever. If you want to partner, don't matter. I'm here. 5% discount. JV, you followed Tyler. Hola, that's what I'm talking about, baby. So there you go. I mean, dude, network. There it is. Network, network, network. I love it. Hola. Later, y'all. See you on the next one. Appreciate it.